Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Secrets and I'm Wing, and in this video I'm gonna explain about cryptocurrencies very simple terms. So,
What is cryptocurrencies?
basically cryptocurrencies are currencies which exist digitally or virtually using cryptography. So you might wonder, well, what difference, right, between these cryptocurrencies with your digital wallet or perhaps your online bank account, right? What's the difference? So basically the difference will be on two things. First being the decentralization in cryptocurrencies, and number two is that cryptos actually use an encryption technology, also called blockchain. Alright, let us dive deep into this. But first and foremost, to explain about decentralization, we need to understand about your traditional finance, which is our good old banking service. So now imagine this is your bank account. You've got a JP Morgan bank account. Oh wow, it's fantastic. And on the bottom right you have your data, that's your personal data, which is given to the bank, and then you have you deposit some money into the bank. Sometimes we have credit cards with the bank. Maybe you send your wallet to the bank as well. Maybe. Alright, just kidding. But anyhow, all of this data, your personal data, the money that you have deposited can be used by the bank without you knowing it. Right? Because they do not have a record, or there is no proper documentation all of this. So they can use your money, they can invest in whatever they want to invest, in stocks, in other different assets, maybe even use your money for illicit activities. Oh, that would be really bad. But anyhow, that is why banking is still not the best form of a financial system. Alright, but moving on. What is a cryptocurrency? Cryptos are basically a public distributed ledger. Now sounds really complicated. So what is it? So it can be explained by this. So what is this? So basically each and every one of these people around the world, they are owners of nodes. So each of these are nodes. And what are nodes? Nodes are basically computers which are connected to the crypto network. So for example, if it's a Bitcoin network, each and every one of these is connected to the Bitcoin network, and they actually have a copy of the full blockchain of all the data that is already available in the blockchain, and all the transaction that has happened in Bitcoin is recorded by each and every node. To understand further, so let us imagine that you bought 100 Bitcoin, and that information will be sent to each and every one of these nodes. Alright, and each of them needs to validate and also authorize this transaction. Right, once all of them are authorized and validated, then it will relay the transaction, and only then the transaction is considered a success. This means that it is very difficult to actually tamper or change any data, because the data is stored in so many different nodes, whereas compared to your bank, it's stored in one single system, right? So it's very difficult to hack into cryptocurrencies network. Now next would be our blockchain. So what is a blockchain? So basically blockchain are blocks which are linked together with chains. So it's a chain of blocks that contain information. Now let's move on. To explain, we need to look at this cute little block. Alright, so it's comprised of three components. The first being the data. So data meaning it's information that 100 Bitcoin has been sent from A to B. So that is the data. We have the hash, which is also the fingerprint. Look at that complicated code, right? That is something called an encryption technology. It's an encryption. So a hash is like an identity for each transaction. All right. So each transaction made, we have a specific and irreplaceable code to it, call it hash. And lastly, we have our previous hash. So by linking the current hash, the current data, to the previous one, it creates a chain of blocks, as you can see here, right? So this creates a chain of blockchain, which makes the network very secure, and that is what we want. All right. So in a nutshell, well, cryptocurrencies are a decentralized digital wallet, all right, which are secure, and your money cannot be manipulated inside. It cannot be shifted by other entities, unless they get your private keys, of course. It is a private network or a pseudo anonymous because there is no information regarding your name or your ID in cryptocurrencies. But please note that you have a specific, specific code or specific ID. All right, each wallet has an ID. So by tracking that ID, you can actually know what is going on with that wallet, and that makes it a very transparent system. All right, I hope that this video has been beneficial to you guys. You guys have understood a bit more regarding cryptos, so please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting crypto channels and also crypto informations. All right, with that, that's all. Goodbye guys.